topic here. You have been an advocate for the allies of the United States who were left behind in Afghanistan following that chaotic 2021 withdrawal by the last administration. On Friday, the State Department laid off the personnel in the department that helps place those refugees and other allies in the United States. Two sources with direct knowledge told CBS that there are about 1,400 Afghan allies with connections to the Pentagon, with connections to U.S. intelligence, and they're stuck there. They don't know what's happening next. Can you stop them from being sent back to the Taliban?
Yeah, I don't think there's any desire by anybody to send people who helped us in Afghanistan back to the Taliban control. That's not going to happen. As to trimming up the State Department, if you're telling me we can't reduce the number of people working in the State Department and still run it effectively, I don't buy that. We can do both. Well,
there are some questions about who's going to actually help prevent them from going back to Afghanistan, which is why I was asking you that, if you're going to advocate on their behalf. Senator Blumenthal, sure. You sit on the Judiciary Committee, I believe. CBS has reported yesterday that the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, fired 20 DOJ employees who worked on the classified documents cases and the January 6th investigations. There are more firings expected. These are career officers and lawyers who don't pick their assignments. They're handed out to them. Is there anything that Congress can do to protect some of these civil servants?
Margaret, that's a really important question because Pam Bondi has so politicized and weaponized the Department of Justice, and now firing these career professionals who have devoted their lives to the Department of Justice. It's only one facet of the continuing politicization. And yes, Congress ought to be investigating. The Judiciary Committee ought to begin right away its inquiry. But I'm calling for an Inspector General investigation, not only of these firings, but also of the dropping of a prosecution into the Utah physician who was mid-trial on charges of conspiracy, fraud against the government in connection with a COVID vaccine scheme, apparently at the behest of politicians who were deeply angry about the MAGA issue there, and I believe strongly that now Congress must investigate.
Senator Graham, do you want to quickly respond to those allegations of politicized handling of the Justice Department?
Yeah, y'all missed a lot. The Justice Department was used to destroy President Trump, his family, and try to change the election by bringing a bunch of BS charges against him for years. We're going to clean that mess up. As to Pam Bondi, I have all the confidence in the world she will do her job. And if somebody's been terminated, they have rights under the civil service law to say it was wrongfully done. But I'm almost amused at the idea that people are now suddenly worried about politicization of the Justice Department, why everybody sat quiet for all those years. Literally, the Justice Department under Biden tried to change the election by prosecuting Trump based on a bunch of BS.
Well, there were mass firings, which is why I was asking you about them, sir. Senators, thank you.